Hello, welcome to another security news episode. So the first one we are going to cover about is about 620 million accounts got stolen from around 16 hacked websites, and they are currently on sale on the dark web right now. So should you be concerned about it? Yes, of course you should. So if you have used any one of these apps listed here, say Dubsmash or Armor Games, 500px, White Pages, share this and more to be said, right? Which is present on this link. Then the first thing which I would request you to do is like go ahead and change the password which you have used for Dubsmash or any one of these apps. In addition to that, if you have used those passwords on any other services like Gmail or Yahoo or LinkedIn or Facebook, I would advise you to strongly go ahead and change those passwords as well. It is so that's the reason why it's advisable to have different passwords on each and every different website, so that if one gets compromised, you need not go ahead and change the passwords on all the other websites. So let's move on to the next one, which is with respect to Docker. Docker's under radar because if you have a vulnerable version of Docker, as per this CVE, I can run the runc, I can overwrite the runc on the host machine. That means like even if I am residing inside the Docker container, I can overwrite the runc which is there on the host machine and gain root privilege on the host machine. So this has become a nightmare for many IT admins and managers, as it should rightly do, right? Uh, so more on that particular story is covered in the link given below. So the next one is with respect to USB cables, right? So what this attacker has done is like he has poured in hours and hours of time to design a Wi-Fi chip to be embedded inside the USB cable. So all that is required for you to do is take this cable, plug it into your machine, and probably use it for charging your phone or something. The moment you plug it in, this particular cable presents itself as a human device interface or something like that. It can emulate itself to be a keyboard or a mouse. So if it emulates itself to be a mouse, it can make minute minuscule movements of mouse, which prevents your system from getting locked because it's a human interaction, right? So or else what the attacker can do is he can remotely connect to this Wi-Fi chip over here and start issuing commands to your computer as if like he has connected an external keyboard to your computer. So it's better to use your own USB cable. So if somebody ships you a cable for free, suspect the cable twice before using it. The next one is with respect to Android Clipper malware, which is found on Google Play Store. So what this malware does is it sees whether your clipboard has some bits of characters which represents a Bitcoin address. So what happens is if I want to transfer some money to a Bitcoin address, the Bitcoin address are usually approximately 34 characters long. So and it's alphanumeric as well, meaning it will have both alphabets as well as numbers. Since I cannot remember the numbers and alphabets, or I cannot type them out easily without creating a typo, I just copy it. So as soon as I copy it, it goes and sits on my clipboard. The malware which is present on my phone watches my clipboard continuously to see if I have copied something like that and replaces that with the attacker's Bitcoin address. So when I paste it and send the money, I do not re-verify, recheck that the address is where it is supposed to go to, right? Then what happens is the transaction which is being sent is like set in stone, because Bitcoin is a distributed network. There is no bank for me to go and get the money back that I have made a false transaction, right? The next one is with respect to this one is much more sinister, wherein the VF email service provider in US got all of their servers wiped clean by a hacker. This hacker went inside the US data center of VF email, and he deleted each and every single server of theirs, including their backup servers. So my guess is that a person who has good knowledge about their internal system, or a disgruntled employee should have done this particular attack, because there was no ransom in place. All he did is just go inside and wiped off all the data. He just wanted to see this company die. Do not know why. And this attack happened on February 11th. So the thing which we can extrapolate from this is, if you are a person who tries to save items on your emails, watch out. It's better that you have an offline backup as well on your hard disk or something. Make that as a regular process so that you do not suffer in the long run. This is a welcome move by Swiss government, wherein they have asked hackers to come inside to do a pen testing of their e-voting system. So if the hacker is able to detect something, then they're going to get paid handsomely, right? So if they are able to manipulate votes, that's the last one, right, in the category, which is the toughest of all. They could get anywhere up to 30k to 50k. That's a handsome amount, but I do not know if it is a handsome amount when a bug of that level is actually discovered. The last one in today's news is with respect to refrigeration system made by Resource Data Management. So a search on Shodan, which is a search engine for internet connected devices, shows almost 7.4k RDM devices present in several different countries. These devices usually listen on port number 9000, 8080, 8100, and 80, and most of them are using default username and passwords of 1234. And the interesting thing is that, and the more than interesting, like I would say, the frightening thing is that it's being used by, not by a cooling factory in Germany. I'm not much bothered about that, but the other one is with respect to a hospital in UK is also using one of this system. So if an attacker were to go inside this particular system, God knows what he could do. He could very well change the temperature setting in a critically temperature controlled environment, and cause things to go bad, right? So that's it for today's news. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.